And Fox News Weather Center, thanks. All right, I want to go back briefly to that surprise search on Friday that led the cops to discovering a gun in the trunk of the grandfather George Anthony's car. As we watch video of the search, exclusive video, reporter Steve Gelbach of Fox Orlando is now at that station in front of the Anthony home. Steve, you've got a situation where they find a gun. One of the requirements of her bail is that there can be no weapons in or around her, Steve. So why did they choose not to violate? Is there an assumption that she did not know that her dad had that gun and that maybe he had it, an ex-cop, to protect the family against some of the people outside?
Oh, really? Okay.
All right, we'll go to the live shot. Go to the live shot. We don't have Steve. Let's see the. All right, now I guess we don't have Steve Gelbach, but we do have the protesters. Okay, all right, they've taken over. Hell in a handbasket there. All right. Let's finish up on this topic. Do you have the tape of the ugly confrontations that have happened up until now? I tell you, forget about it. Let me just go to Kimberly, Janine, Rob, Dick, and Leonard Padilla. Final statements on this for this weekend. Kimberly, do you expect an indictment on murder? I don't. Not anytime soon.
Well, I'll tell you something. If I was handling this case, I would go after her for an implied malice murder theory on a second. I think perhaps what might have happened was a manslaughter, but I believe in this case, a woman who acted in such careless and reckless disregard for the safety of her little girl shows a maligned and abandoned heart, and that is what I think these DAs should do if this case comes together like I think it's going to.
And Judge Janine, and yet if they bring this case to trial right now and they can't prove that this child is really dead, they've blown it.
Yeah, and that's the problem, Geraldo. You know, you can prove a murder without a body, but it is a daunting task. And what you need is compelling circumstantial evidence. And, you know, my office has done cases like this in the past. And what we know is that what has happened is the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. We know she's making frantic calls in the woods, stealing a shovel, stealing gas cans, you know, her cell phone pinging in the woods, chloroform, dead bodies. I mean, we've got it all. But the problem is, if you go for murder one, when indeed it was an accident, then, you know, and you lose the case, then at the end of the day, you know, double jeopardy sets in. And the problem is that what they're doing is they're waiting right now. There's a little more to go for, and I agree with you, not quite yet.
Not quite yet. Leonard Padilla, what changed your mind? What made you believe that she murdered that child?
The lab from Tennessee and the FBI, the results, I'm old-fashioned, I believe in those things. But Geraldo, let me throw something at you here. The pings in the woods, the pings in the woods on the 18th were to see if anybody was at the house, so that she could go to the house, borrow the shovel from the neighbor. She's already got a dead child because she's chloroformed her either the night of the 16th, possibly overdosed her on the night of the 17th, because these are the first two nights that she hasn't had a place for her daughter to stay because she's not at home now. She goes into the backyard. She's trying to figure out what to do with the child, and that's why the dogs got hits, and probably she drives away with the child after she figures there's no place to bury the child or do something with the child. Although on the 2nd of July, subsequently, there was a new slab put down, and I think Tim's going to be looking under that slab here shortly, if not tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday.
Rob, Dick, did she have an accomplice either before, during, or after the fact?
No.
Not that I know of. I mean, she's pointing us in all directions as far as people that were part of it or were not part of it, and I don't know. We just can't get through all the web.
Geraldo?
Okay. Will Casey Anthony be, I've got to take a break, Judge, will Casey Anthony be an O.J. Simpson? Will she beat an obvious murder rap? For reasons, who knows, jury nullification or whatever.